Hey, this is me, BS Discover Channel. Welcome back. Guess what? I still got my phone on charge, so bear with me. I got a little bit of time. My battery is short, but I'm trying to do my time rapidly as possible. We are where broken promises, trying to break broken promises on financial matters. This is our financial week. How are you doing? Did you get your 100? Did you get your 200? Did you get your dollar? Did you get your $2, your $3, $5, whatever it is? Did you get money saved for these 2 weeks? You got a whole month. We're gonna get back to those who's slow on making this transaction, and it's not only because you're slow, it's only because the transaction is something new that you have discovered. So beyond this, once we discover the BS, we continue to go further into discovering what we can do to get rid of what the BS. So upon this channel, I need you to go get yourself a file box. We're talking about reserve. When I have the bank have your money, it's good to have. You can file it too. You can do it on the computer. You want to do it. I know I'm gonna do mine on the computer also as a backup, but always have a file. So I went to the store and I got myself a receipt book. Get yourself a receipt book. Get familiar. You want to feel that money power. You want to get familiar with it. That's the sound over there on the other side. I don't know what they're doing. But on this, then get yourself some index cards. I got me some index cards. This is where I'm storing my index, my information. And then I'm going to have a link. I'm going to have to do another video, but it's going to be linked for you to learn what you have to do with the index cards, okay? And it's going to be once I upload this video for you. But financial matters, broken promises. Now, I have promises. I have promises to vendors. I have promises to my creditors, and I have things I have to do. I have bills I have to pay. So along that, as I'm saving, I'm also taking. So that's where this comes in. And you're going to learn how to have your, what I say, you're working with your what? Oh, you forgot already. You're working with your high and your low dividends. Now we're trying to get some high dividends in there, but you need to keep record of it. And I need you to physically learn, put it in your brain, how to do it, how to write it down yourself in case you don't have to depend on someone else to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't have to depend on just, like I said, one. You know what I'm saying? And that happens later as you collect yourself and you collect all that you need to know how it is to do the bookkeeping and the accounting. But that's a whole different measure. But when you're small, you're self-employed, but you have so many tools out there that are for you to have and to help you. But along this way, in this journey, please bear with me. I hope you hear me. There's an airplane above, so I kind of startle a bit so I can get your attention. But other than that, I need you to realize that this is something serious to me because I've always given ideas and I've learned how others. I can't no idea. These are for me. I cannot allow others to, in the other way, to enter the things that are self for us. So excuse me, I did have to put that thing on do not disturb because I really wanted to get this message to you. Broken promises. Now we have broken a promise. We were able to save, and though we know that we still have bills on us, we're still saving. We're saving in some way. Even if you say $10, $40, I'm gonna work with you. I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna leave you stranded. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you what you're doing wrong. You have to self-evaluate yourself. Say, am I spending too much money? What am I spending too much money on? Do I really need this? And doing that pinching that penny. I don't know how you know how to do the pinching the penny. You just get yourself a meal. Let's say you get yourself a child's meal rather than an adult meal some days. You know what I'm saying? But those are the sacrifices you make when you want bigger sacrifices. And these sacrifices will not be as big because it will allow you to get the bigger things that you want out of life. by making these sacrifices until you learn how to make the bigger sacrifices. But by then you have already stepped upon a stone in which you're able to make sacrifices and know what it is. So when the bigger sacrifices come, it'll be lower to you because you already know the avenues and the ins and outs, and you already made contact with certain vendors and other people and businesses to allow you to do so. You know, and other people as me who are willing to give you a chance. You always want to learn from somebody who able to mentor you to the next step, but who can mentor you as they go through. A lot of people can't mentor you as they go through, as they perceive to have issues and problems, but all that's okay because you're still able to receive the things you want to receive, and people don't understand how you receive it because this is what I do. I go out and I make greater of the less that I have when it comes to cash. And I want to share that with you, how to make greater of the less of cash that you have. So in knowing so, we continue to articulate ourselves to get others to understand, look, this is a box. Look, it is a box. You see this? This is a box. Now, this box will allow you to go further because inside this box, once you open it, it is able to what? It is able to give you the information that you have, how much money you spent, the year that you spent it. It's going to be easy recording, but it's going to be an index, or you can just flip through your index, get yourself a little file box you want to get yourself some paper, separate it as a file. I want to lay it down because maybe I want to put this here, put my receipts here, and then some other things I may want to throw in there. But the receipt is getting you familiar with, if you do a business, how to use that receipt. And also how to understand the receipt that you receive, a handwritten receipt. But one is a guarantee receipt, one that is not forcible but valid. And those things are very important. But as you continue to grow and know, like now I received money today, but I didn't care about how I spent it, and not caring that, I'm just going to spend it. But I knew that I would be able to spend and be able to retrieve what I need by the end of the week, so everyone can be happy to tell. She ain't just saying that she's doing it, she's actually doing it. She actually has the amount in it that she says she has, regardless of what she's going through. She's really helping us, and that's very important to me. I don't want to tell you one thing and then I slack, so I have to stay above things too myself. I have to go to places that you spend less money, to achieve the things, so, and it's okay for me because I'm willing to, and I'm willing to teach you, because this little box right here, I can give me a full square box, a file box, and stick it in that box, and I have something filed away, and I can put the index card here. Hold on one second. I can put the index card right there. And once I take it and I file it away into a square box, and I got about maybe 11 other boxes left for the year. And then I take this and put it in storage somewhere. But it will allow me opportunity to have record of what I have, my personal, as a self-employed person. Before you go out there and just get yourself an LLC. It's not that easy to, when you're self-employed, for a person to come and say, I want to possess this, because it's what are you putting money in? What is the value? How do you write your receipts? Are you being true in the thing that you put upon your receipts, in the product that you give? Do you test your product, or do you have tested products? All these things that when they guarantee, when they walk out the door, they know it's theirs. There's no returns. The only return is maybe it's not the right size or whatever, but it's not that having that problem with that same customer every day. Maybe it's a one-time thing. But as you continue to grow, I want you to continue to know breaking promises is very important, and I want you to stay in step with it, because I do other things and I'm learning to learn to break. And what? No, not to learn to break, not to learn to keep, but to make the promise at the level that I've learned to achieve, to get better with the other promises that I give to you. So then I'm able to give you more. Like being here today, there was other places I could have been, but I say, let me come here because it's more quiet, it's more peaceful. You can hear me. I can get my point across. You know that a promise is something that is valued to you. You go to the highest measure. That's how you get to the higher level. But you have to go through the promise. Now we going through the promise because we promised ourselves to save what? Some money. This is what? This is the second week within what? In which we made our first video. So by Sunday, it should be the finish of the week, and everybody should be okay and in touch to know that this is the other week that we should start to make sure that we have our 200, at least our 200 intact. I'm not going to be harsh on you. I'm not going to be hard. You know, if you got $10 in it, throw $10 in there. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. But you got to stay with me. You got to be focused. You got to know that you're going to have to sacrifice some things. You're going to have to say, no, I can't have that candy bar that I want. Oh, no, I can't have that quarter ice cream that I want. Because I'm learning to save. And you're doing it for you. You're going to have many quarter ice creams. You're going to have many. You can buy it now if you want to. But you know you want to value the measure to another level. What? A financial promise. To yourself, to your family, to your relation, to your loved one, to your bosses, to your co-workers, to your vendors, to your creditors, to your debitors, to all those that you give a promissory note. And the first promissory note comes by word of mouth. That's the best promissory note. Try not to lose that promissory note. That's a trustworthy one. Until next time, get your index. Get it ready. I got to go get ready, and I'm going to upload the video. I don't have much time on this, but I really want you to go out there, make sure you get a receipt book, and make sure you get yourself an index. Once again, a receipt book, an index, and a place to store it. I prefer black because you can store it away. The color won't deteriorate quickly, and it's not that bendable type that breaks easily, that like plastic. I compared it when I was in the store. I didn't break the other one, I just compared it, by, come on, science. Now, come on, where my science people at? Now, you can't come with me if you don't know. Here you go. The world is made up of numbers and measures, you too. So let's get this together. I gotta go talk to somebody, another YouTuber that I'm trying to understand something that he's talking about. But other than that, is something that somebody I also look up to. So, and who inspired me, and in their own ways inspire others by inspiring me. You can feel it. I'm inspired by you to continue to do these things. And please bear with me, but know that the promise that you made. Hey, I saved $1. I save 50 cents. I save 10 cents. If you got a penny, pick the penny up. It's a save. Don't spend it. Next week, we do another penny. We're going to get there. I have faith in you. I know you can do it. Start picking up change. Start picking up change. Change start to amount to something. You say, wait up. When you see how the change start to amount to something, then you want them change to become dollars. And once them dollars start to build upon dollars, then you start to want to invest. Are you with me? I'm on $1 trillion mil. $1 trillion. That's the path I'm on. Are you with me? And we can make it happen. I believe we can. I'm trying to be like everybody else. I'm trying to have my own plane, my own bunker somewhere hidden in the ground, home, and I see all kinds of things. Cars putting into the ground. That's why our ground so much messed up nowadays. But we're gonna be all right. It's man knowledge to know. Other than that, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Get that money together. Concentrate on the level that you want to be at, the things that you want to receive, the people you want to receive, because you're going to have to leave a lot of people. You're going to have to leave a lot of family and friends behind to achieve, because what you want to achieve, they don't believe that you're going to get there, and that's something that I hear a lot of people say, and they probably say, "Oh, you're repeating what I say," but that's just something that you just know because if you've been around them all the time, but they've gotten there, and you haven't gotten there. It's obvious that you have to make your own move, and who is you to say that I got to do this for you? When you get ready, you'll make that move for yourself. You don't need anybody to do it. But first, your financial, learn to get that financial work together. This, once again, get this. Don't let it slide. Don't let it slide. It is valuable to have records. This all that is records, your own records. Lights go out, lights out for a week. You need this right now. The customer is in front of you. You're still making money. You don't know for what reason this customer is in front of you, but at least you got this, and you're able to pull it out and say, "Oh, I have this." Or the power will be up a week, but you're still consistent with your money if you know how to keep the bookkeeping part of it together in record detail. That's way when you're audited, you're able to. That's when you get to that stage, you're able to have record. And another thing is a composition book. Um, every transaction that you do on your card, write it in the composition book. Every transaction that you do in your car. I got that from one of my professors, a very great man. And you'll probably have some books stack up for a minute, but you'll have record of every transaction that you do on your credit card.